It's Friday, and I am streaming. This is the Boogie Man. Actually, it's more like the Action Man nowadays. Okay, making some, well, it started out as music for like boogie vibes, and now it's turned into sort of like action 80s, sort of 8-bit almost music. So I'm almost at the end of this track. Let me just keep it running from there. So I make these template files and I release them via my new Patreon. I've started to put all my stuff on Patreon to encourage monthly subscriptions. So head over to the link on my channel and you'll check it out. See what's on offer there for $5 a month. Okay. So this synth part over here is a recording of my external Korg 05RW synth, but because it's being released as audio, in case you wanted it to be editable, I've also released the MIDI over there, so it comes sort of bundled along with the audio. Cool. And then we get these ARPs over here. They're fitting quite nicely there. I'm going to just duck that down by 15. Repeat. What I was going to do before I moved on today now is after the second verse, so to speak, we go back to this chorus part, which is big. And now it sort of feels a bit flat because I haven't included the hi-hats. So what I want to do now is get a house beat basically going. That's half the frequency that I need it to be. Okay, let's just go there. Up, and I think shift shortens it. Yeah, cool. And select all that and duplicate. So okay, let's do the same thing, but just half, sort of here in the hi-hats rather, in the low hi-hats. Should I say the closed hi-hats? So what I'm doing now is I'm going to just repeat a little bit of this pattern from a previous drum pattern, and you'll hear what it sounds like. Take it from here. Okay, we actually need the tick at the end there, and then we're going to repeat this. It's very untasteful, very in line with my style, which is kind of 80s rushed MIDI. You could call it a rushed MIDI style. Okay, and I've put this in the wrong place. I need this to come back a couple bars here. See how that sounds? A lot of this is just random. And I know what's wrong there. The velocity is like so tiny. Okay. Okay, we definitely needed a couple of crashes here. So crash there, crash there. Okay, I've taken the crash velocity up too high. Let's repeat that. Okay, repeat that whole section over there. Cool. This is how I make music. This is how we do it, kids. The beat's coming through nicely. Okay. Let me repeat that whole thing, except for this end section, which can just be copied from here, I think. Okay, so the last section then. Now what's missing here is the Boss DDR2 drums, which I love, and they are a massive contribution to all of the music I make, basically. There they are. So in these gaps that I've left between the various drum fills here, for example, a good bit. let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, just a little touch. Okay, let's actually add one more. I love these drums so much. Let's do a little flam there. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do come on, overwrite, pal, overwrite. Okay. No, that's not overwrite, that is overwrite. And we need that to replay there. Come on. Okay, it worked. I don't like the way I did it, but it worked. Cool. Right, the Ableton recording capability is more complicated than most DAWs because you have the ability to record straight to the arrangement view or to session view, and so they've got caveats. This is a record for a session view automation. This is a record for arrangement view overdub, so it's slightly more complex than your normal setup. But anyway, let's get the drums quantized. Oh, it looks like I've quantized the wrong amount, so I'm going to just go back there and reloop that. Now at the end of every every 8 bars, it's going to give me that drum fill, which fits nicely into the end of this section here, the end of the verse. That's cool, except the claps are a little bit loud. From here, please. I also want it to be a single clap, not a double. So let's get this part back here. And we'll just basically take the velocity of that clap down. And play it again. Not sure about it now all of a sudden because it's the only time it happens in the entire track. Let's actually kill it. I'm just a fan of simplicity these days. Or take it down to the snare. Cool. Cool. The crash needs to be repeated halfway through this whole sequence. Let's just get this right. We've got, this is intro, so we're going to call that A. We're going to call this one over here B, which is just A with more jittery hi-hats. Okay, cool. And then we got C, which is the chorus. Coincidentally, with the C. I'm going to give these more crashes. Oh, we also need another dun 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 over here. I want that to be repeated halfway through. Dun 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 dun. Let's go for double that tempo. Dun 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 dun. So we're going to actually just use the ×2 feature, which should, in theory, give us just at least for that section. Dun dun dun. Yeah, that's it. Isn't it? That is. No. Divided by 2, of course. Yeah, not times by 2. Okay, go ba-ba-dum bum. This should be it. Okay, that's fine. Just in the wrong place. Let's try it from here. Okay, nice, but also just a little bit out of where it should be. Let's just try experiment with a bit here. So I'm gonna do this mouse spray, Bluetooth mice. Why do I continually use them? That doesn't quite suit. Okay, this looks like a hand job. By that I mean this looks like a job for something you do by hand instead of trying to be clever. So there we go, kids. There it is. Diddly diddling. That's it. Bigger. No, not record. Haha! accidentally made an awesome success here. Didn't. That's great. I love it. Cool. Now we should have a nice chorus type drum fill there. Here comes the drums. That's great. Okay, this mouse is reaching the end of its days, I'm afraid. Curses. Why do I bother with these things? And do I have any batteries down here is the question. And I'm going to keep on ignoring the problem as if it's going to go away on its own, like a truly intelligent person. Oh, I'm out of frame. Curses. Okay, let's let the beat carry on while I try and fix this. Fucking. Cool, that's alright. I'm sort of blown out here. Let's close them borrow doors. There we go, the drum fill. So the second chorus has got a little bit more oomph to it, you know. Bam, ba, bam, bam, bam. And then I think what we need here is just a little bit of KA08 was the name of this one. Sax 7. Oops. Cool. Alright, we should be sending. That's right. Power KA08 power shot. Here we go, yeah. Power synth, that's right. It's called power synth. So I quickly navigated to the right sound because I take the extra step of renaming these files when I record so that they are correctly named both in Ableton, like the channel name, but also if you look at the file itself, you can see that the WAV file itself is called PowerSynth. This makes it very useful. It's type of extra work, it's librarianship, it's boring, it kills your flow, but at the same time it helps you save time. So yeah, a little lecture for you there. Hope you enjoyed it. Because what I'm trying to do now is just get a simple pad sound. I need that. This one here. I think we're in, what are we in, G minor? G minor, yeah. Okay, we're just going to come to the end of that section and get a simple pad sound going here. Out a way to end this nicely. Okay. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3. So it's gonna be this last bar here, and it's gonna affect the synth harmony. It's gonna affect the bass. How you end a track can be quite important with library music. You know. The middle can be looped, but the ends are more difficult to fake. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's just give that one extra note just to give it a bit of personality there. And then nice short staccato there. That's too short. And maybe we go the other way and we give the bass a flourish. So don't panic. No, that is incorrect. What I'm trying to do now, yeah, Okay. Half the reason I'm in such a panic when I do all these live streams is because I know my clock is ticking. Like, for example, I'm in South Africa and the power goes out here all the time. So I've got like 45 minutes to get this work done. Let's do a pitch bend down on that final bass note. I should be doing more pitch bend in general, but anyway. That's good. Alright, that's a good. Dun, dish, dun, dish, dun, dun. That's the end for this. Very easy. Bam, ba, ba, ba. Dun. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. Ba, ba, tss. Crash. Cool. That's it, yeah. And now we also need that to come up, and we need the drums to the Boss DDR2 drums to also play a part here. I wish I could position this keyboard and everything so you could see what I'm doing all the time, but anyway. So take it back to the start of this loop, and we're gonna just make sure it is a loop. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's it. Cool. There's the end of the track. Well, my version, at least, the idea is that you can remix this track on your own. That's why I released the template files. Join the Patreon at patreon.com/JohnBartman. I'm going to be releasing this stuff. I'm starting to release it now, and it'll be this is like my 450th-ish track. I've released like 20 albums of this type of stuff, various types of music over the years, but I'm only starting to really do Patreon now. I've like been selling them via Gumroad for ages. Patreon makes sense for a bunch of reasons, which we're not going to get into now because it's boogie time. What's that? Say what? That's right. Boogie time. Alright, sorry to rob you of such a beautiful ending. Now let's do the synth harmony part. Okay, maybe you can actually see this part in my mirror, my vibe. That's all we need. Okay, loop and record. 2, 3, 4. Cool, and then we just copy over. I think it's the first little cheeky part there. Good, and now we've got the last thing to do, which is what I originally started with. And that crash is a bit louder. Yep, yeah, I thought so. That's just an accident there. I think we've got an A and an A sharp, and a B flat. Creates a bit of tension. I'm going to leave it in. What would benefit from here though is a high, just a high sustained note. So literally like this. That might not be the right pitch though, right timbre. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do it like that. So. Let's just bring it in right there. 2, 3, 4. That's it. It's supposed to sound like a pad, but this is also, this lead synth might work. Here we go. And a 1, 2. Cut it a bit short there. Anyway, you can see no trauma. Lost that. Oh wow, it's playing immediately through. That's great. let's do a fade out there. I think that's a good idea. Or we're going to do a reverb up, I think. Nah, let's do a fade out rather. Okay, so first things first, I want to just make sure these are ending at the same exact point in time. And then I'm going to lengthen this to 11 bars and stretch it out. It doesn't have to be a loop, but anyway. And then what I prefer to do here is show the automation and just get a standard issue fade. Maybe that'll work. No, that works fine. And then I also just wanted to add one more layer, which is the synth ARP. Yeah, we'll do it like that, just literally low stuff. Holding it on the G minor. 1, 2, 3. That's fine, that's all we need. I wonder if I shouldn't keep the ARP in here. So we're going to an E flat, to an F natural, and then up to a G minor. So let's do it. Let's just do that, yeah. 3. So now I wish there was a thing in Ableton which had step recording where you just literally add the chords note by note, and there's no tempo involved in the recording process. Reaper does that quite nicely. If you're in Ableton, give me a shout. So you just hold down a chord and then it records those 3 notes and you stop. And anyway, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. E flat. Hey. I wasn't ready for that. I need my arms here. Okay. I need my arms, baby. This thing seems to be shifting on its own. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Okay, cool. Move the whole enterprise over. Thank you. Punch in recording. 1, 2. Stop. Cool. Let's hear that on its own. That's exactly what I wanted, except I want the grid to be more strict. Cool, seems to be working fine. And we do a join and loop for that. And we just extend out, because we've introduced the synth ARP now. I don't want to drop it out for the second chorus, because the second chorus is bigger. Okay, I think we're done with this track. Oops, no. Something's wrong. I think I'm triggering. I know what the problem is. When I edited the bass pitch bend, I neglected to reset it. So now I've just got to put a little pitch reset automation lane in the whole bass line. Pain in the arse. Just to make sure that none of these clips triggers a bolty bass sound. Here we go. Okay, let's start with a little bit of tigga-tigga. We're going to start with the arpeggio, and then it kind of drops this promise that there's going to be an arpeggio later down the line, like, oh, I can't wait. Oh, that's so exciting, an arpeggio. And then you kind of retains your attention. That's how a lot of this stuff works. Click, please. Do I have click mapped? No, I don't. Yes, I do, but it's on caps lock. 3, 4. All right, let's go, kids. We're gonna. There we go. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's start with this low third. Yeah, I like that. Go 1, 2, 3. That's it. Except we on punch in record, where I just want regular record. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. That's it. Yeah. 2, 3. Cool. No, I actually want that to come through blaring, and that must be like the loudest sound in the world. So let's take it up in voluminosity. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. We'll spend the night together in my room. How exciting that would be, eh? There we go. Just a little bit of a boosterini. Cool. And then we're going to drop in some drums here too. And I think we're going to drop in that killer little, that sudden little freaking sexy drum loop that I got together at the end of the Chorissimo. There we go. Okay, this jiverino with the old AA story. Don't worry if you don't have a clue what I'm talking about. It's not the intention here. I kind of babble to myself, and you can be entertained by a middle-aged man losing his mind live. Okay, how about this? No, ba. I wanted to ba. A bit late. What's going on here? That's it. That's what I'm after. Okay, we also need to pump this vibe up. This could go up a bit. Because, yeah, there we go. Let's take this up, sort of 12, there we go. I feel like it needs more. Sounds a bit gunshot, eh? No, it needs to be quantized better. Let's do it to 16ths. No, that's not right at all. I think the grid might be off too, huh? Are we on 4/4? Is this going 4/4 here? Okay, let's get this right. Not right. So, I think this is it. No. Everything's out. It's got to be on an 8th. 1, 2, 3. 1. That's the 16th. Oh, I've got to quantize the treble. That's why I wasn't paying attention. Now I've gone and done something stupid again. I've again quantized it to triple. Can we not quantize it to triple? Done. That's it. Okay, I think we're done. The intro to a track is obviously quite important too. The first thing that people see, first 5 seconds, that determines whether or not they're going to keep playing on YouTube, etc. I like. Okay. I feel like this could come up a bit. This piano. Blow it away, please. And the cymbal, I've turned it down a number of times, but we could actually turn that up a bit too. So let's take 3. Again, this is not meant to be a finished track. This is a template. This is something that's editable by others. So we can overlook mixing areas or whatever. It's just supposed to sound kind of nice enough to, like, you know, join the Patreon and download the track and remix and edit it yourself. I feel like we've completely lost the we've lost the power sync definitely needs to come up. If I was doing spot just like mixing now, I would individually volume automate the various parts, but that's not the type of thing I have the time to do. Let's take that up 3. Actually, let's just put our utility on it to there. 3, 4, and it's there we go, that's going. It sounds kind of nice. Thing is to change the volume, the panning, so I can get some cool. So I'm going to change the panning on this, the boss drums. There they are. So I'm not going to do automation on the panning, but I am going to just give it some left and right image. That's too much. We want 25 there, maybe 15 is fine, and then minus 15 there. There you go. I feel like that's a bit clumsy. It's not clear enough what the rhythm is. No, it seems like it's It seems like it's missing a 16th. Maybe kill these last two. The synth, the ARP is going to actually dictate where. That's better, yeah. Just nice and simple like that, fine. Don't want people to like suddenly feel like, where are we in the rhythm? You know, give them like an anchor, nice and nice. Okay, so then we get into chorus 2. Cool, those ARPs work nicely, I like them. Oh man, I dig this one. This takes me back. Outro. And alright, that is pretty dope. I like it. Cool. So I consider that a sort of finished track. Let's do a bounce of that. I think I must just go ahead and call this the master. I like to process things like, I sometimes over process things, but let's just, no, I'll tell you what we do. We're going to give this, yeah, let's give this a pre-master mix. I don't think it needs change. It's good enough is what I'm saying. Good enough. So what we're doing actually, this one's called Forward Grenade. What I'm doing here is I'm bouncing out a premix with pre-master, should I say, which I listen to, you know, across devices in a car or whatever, and that gives me a sense of where I can do my final mix differently, and then I simply go ahead and mix it to completion. Figured out how to do the layout yet. I love the idea of being able to see everything, but it doesn't seem to be feasible because reality is stating that not everything can be seen at once. So I'm deciding where to put this, and I haven't quite figured it out yet. Maybe that's a nice place. Maybe that will work. I've screwed with so much with the position of the picture-in-picture. exactly it must go. So screw that, bromance. Cool. So that's that track done. I'm gonna move on to the next one now. I have it loaded up on the side here. My goal is 10 tracks. If I get 10 tracks out now, that'll be good. Why did I not bounce track 6? What is track 6? I've got to do better with naming and stuff. What is track 6? Have I done it? Sure I have done it, otherwise I wouldn't have gone on to track 7. Oh, I know what happened. I worked on it and then I didn't rename it. And I haven't worked on it. What is this? There's the boogie. That's quite cool. Where are we going with this? Healthy amount of Boss DDR2 there. It's the same sounding track. Oh yeah, this is cool. Except I think I'm feeding the wrong, yeah. I'm going to a Korg when I shouldn't be. Got the guitar in here already. Okay, this isn't a winner of a track and it sounds the same exactly as the last one. Oh, I remember working on this. Yes, I did work on this. Fat bass. What is this? That's the beat. Oh, this is the guitar that sounded so nice and then I changed it. Cool. Okay, so I must have moved on to track 7 before I did track 6. That's fine though. Let's go. And then outro. How are we doing for outro? It's a nice 6/8 beat, which is cool. It's actually a 4/4. Okay, I know what to do with this. So we're going to start here. I'm just literally going to pop it right in. Here we go. Just going to pop it right in, kids. Here we go. Hey, I'm trying to pop it in here, man. Don't bogart my game plan. Okay, we got to flip that switch over there. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that sounds horrible. Why is all this stuff out of jam? No. Cool. Let's get rid of that. Cool. Now we should have a 6/8. Is that the? No, I've screwed it up. Okay, I remember screwing this up. So these are. I've given all of these things all these clips. A time signature of 6/8, but I was actually wrong. It's not 6/8. It's 4/4 triplets. So I don't know what to do now. I've like done a lot of work putting these things into 6/8, and they're not really 6/8. It should be buck 2, 3, 4. So what if I changed it to 4/4? What does the click sound like if I do that? Yeah, I see, that's what I don't want. Okay. Alright, this is just going to be a boring ass job of changing it all back. Duck, 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 duck. And if I change the tempo, it's going to go all out of sync. So what if we did this? We did 4/4. What if I changed all of these tracks simultaneously to 4/4? Would that solve the problem? Please solve the problem for me. Please solve the problem for me. Who's that? Now we got 6/4 again. So what if we change that back to 6/8? It's the same thing. I don't want to change the actual time signature. Duck, 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 Isn't that 4/4 though? Huh? No, it's not. Okay, there's going to be math involved here, and I'm not into math, so I'm literally just going to give it a weird time signature. There we go. We're recording. 1, 2, 3, top. No bass yet. A lot of suspense. Another one of those. A full 2 rounds, should we say? Now should come the main beef. Change. Let's do that again. Okay. Feeling that vibe. Hating that guitar, but anyway. Now we just go back to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna add the bass here. Good. First things first, the bass is missing, so add it in here. All we need to do is go bum 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 bum. These separate out. There we go. Okay, we've got this in the 6/8 time signature clip where it needs to be a 4/4. 44/8, no, 4/4. What note is this? It's a G again. Down 2. And just a short G at that. Actually, that's quite cool. I like that. Wow. That's a good rhythm. It's a bit of a teaser rhythm because it's got harmony in the high part that isn't respected by the bass. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time we start the bass here. We're still on power synth, but actually I've got a note here to make it 51 dyno pianos on synth value up to A51, no? KA51, that's right. Let's go, kids. Should be here, huh? No, it's a KG51 dyno piano 3. Must be on the wrong setting here. Let's try that. Analog pad, no. And oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. Okay, let's take it up to KA51. That's it, yeah. That's quite cool. Okay, actually I wasn't changing a damn thing. Turns out the MIDI was just there we go. So we need this MIDI here, Korg, these four over here. So part of what I'm doing here is I'm sticking the no, that's not what I want. Dyno piano, yes, okay. This one here. That's it, yeah. Then that's it. So it's clear to anyone who downloads this pack that when you download it, you're getting the MIDI along with the audio. Okay, cool. Okay, A38 Aquarium. That's this one over here. Aquari. This should be down there. And we're going to call it KA50. Oops, not F2. Rename that to that. No, incorrect. That goes there. This gets renamed to that. There we go, cool. And that MIDI goes there. No, this MIDI goes here. Cool. Alright, that should be a match. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So there it comes in there. This is cool. I think this is an overuse of these drums, so we're going to kill this part here. That's cool, that's cool. I like that. It's quite pretty. Just wondering why I'm gonna get rid of that because I hate that so much. That's not working for me. Okay. That's just the wrong sound. It's just not the right. I've got a little tail end of the note there. We could fix that up. Where are my fades at? That's fine. And again, a little bit of hiss on the guitar. But hey, that's what you get for running a ghetto ass studio in your garage, right? Wish I could do more guitar recording. Shit. This could work, yeah. No. So start here. This is one loop. There we go. We want to replace the overuse of the boss kit, the DDR. There you go. Take that one out. Kind of kicks off in earnest. Maybe at now is a good time to just kill the beat for a moment. So you create suspense when you drop the beat out. When it comes back in, that's release or relief, whatever you want to call it. So I do that by automating the relevant drum lane. Still shorter. We definitely need a crash in there, and why there isn't one. Let's make this a nice different moment. Actually, what we want to do now is change this hi-hat rhythm to something a bit more. That's it. Got 15 minutes before the power goes out. Oh man, this 6844 thing, I snookered myself here. I really shot myself in the foot. Shot myself in the fanny. I'll repeat that, which is the first 3 quarters, I believe. It's up to there. And then, yeah, actually what we could do is just... it's up to here, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we just duplicate that or just cycle it twice. So I'm glad I got rid of that minor 9. And this is where it starts to get ugly. What is that bzz bzz sound? This here. This could use a serious attitude adjuster. What if we turn the arpeggiator on and off? On and off. Do, 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 do. That's it. Yeah, I turned it on over there. That was the problem. Okay, let's take this again. I'm just making some boogie music for the kids today. It's kind of like retro action music, actually. Do, 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 do. Now let's get back down to this beat. Yeah. No, we are not there yet. And this must stay up. 4. I love that. Alright kids, what are we missing here? We need a little beat drop out. I've got all my stuff's in the wrong place. Okay, so we need this to be kit, which is a 707, I think. Bass normally comes below that. Sorry, no, first all the rhythmic elements. Well, the rhythmic drum elements. So I do kit, bass, synth. I could do tambourine, but I think we're going to keep this one just MIDI, so let's kill tambourine. Actually, first let's just see if there isn't a tambourine recorded, because I did this one mostly in arrangement in session view. Synth, no, synth harmony, synth lead. I think this is okay. Eh? I think we're going to kill it at that. Keep it simple. This is generic music. It is of a genre, and I want to not be too fancy in my oh man, I'd love to play this stuff live one of these days. Just head out and jam guitar. Ooh, yeah. And then we just kill it there. Dun, 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 dun. And we gotta kill it there. This crash could come up, and then let's do another bass drop here. So we're gonna go. I hope my hatred for Ableton is clear. It's very abrupt. How about just that? Okay, we'll do that with the... And we'll just leave that going for a while. Okay, how's that? Sweet Lord, I hate this. No, not. Why? Tell me. Why am I slick scheduled to record? Because I've hit a note there. Alright. The guitar is quite cool. Okay, I know what to do. We have got to change the automation of the arpeggiator. So power's going off in 4 minutes. No time to... Let's just replace this. Just duplicate it. We'll do a master fade out over there. This should all be going to a pre-master, so we could have a utility on the pre-master which fades it out. I want a track fade out without affecting the master, so pre-master utility fade out for these instances here. And we could also do fancy stuff. That's going to the master. It should go to the pre-master. Everything should be going to the pre-master, except for the pre-master. We could also get really fancy and turn the reverb up on that. For example, show the automation of that send, turn reverb up, boost it up as we go. Cool. I think that's cool. And I'm just going to do a bounce, and because I know there'll be stuff I want to change later. We need a title for this track. What are we going to call this track? And let's call it 6. The flight DeLorean takes flight. DeLorean Takes Flight is the name of this tune. Cool guys, gotta shut down. Thanks for tuning in and stopping by and watching me make boogie music.